Now, Mwito, from where you sit, if you look at what members of parliament are saying, particularly those from the UDA party, the Speaker of the National Assembly as well himself weighed in on this particular conversation. Sounds like his goose is already cooked and there's no any other way for him at the moment.
Well, thank you. Seemingly, it's like what you've just said, that the goose is cooked, but it's not. Because the credibility of the people who are to judge the Deputy President, Riggy G, are already depriving themselves that credibility by becoming biased.
You mean members of parliament?
Members of parliament, and not only members of parliament, let me talk about the speaker himself and his deputy. They have already declared their position. You know, Kenyans are not daft. Kenyans read between the lines. They know what the Speaker of the National Assembly is saying. They know what Gladys Boss-Sholay said in public, that you must go and nobody touches our man, that is William Ruto. So the president, who is supposed to be a president for the whole country, is now becoming their man. While Mount Kenya people are clinging on to the survival of Riggy G, Mount Kenya voters, leave alone the MPs. The MPs can make the decisions. They're elected by the 5 million plus voters. They're the ones who have elected those few 200 plus MPs. The decision that should worry the president is how he will be able to sustain a relationship with the Mount Kenya people. What Moses Wetangula has said, to me, it sounds so biased, and he's the same man who, you remember, had a meeting with Western Kenya MCAs to plan on how they're going to, present or fight for the Luhya interest. It was not about the Kikuyus or the Kalenjins or the Luos. So it shows you how they're acting like demons accusing the devil of being evil. You know. So when these demons, and I'm using this as a figurative of speech, and I'm likening the behavior of the devil and the demons, that it is wrong to do this. Now the devil says it's wrong to do this, and the demons are saying it's wrong for you to accuse us. What I'm trying to say here is that these are people who speak one language. So when the speaker comes out as a big kahuna and says what he says, what is expected of the members of parliament, and especially from the UDA party? What they have not considered is the ramifications after ousting this gentleman, the deputy president. One, they will have created a mistrust between William Ruto and any other person he will choose to relate with as a deputy president or a co-partner in establishment of any government. There will be no trust, because William Ruto, the president, came out so strongly declaring that none of the deputies, his deputies, if he was to have one Riggy G now, maybe another term have somebody else, would be subjected to the kind of mistreatment that he experienced with the former regime. And on that basis, Mount Kenya people were very hopeful that they can be able to groom a president whom they groomed and they voted for, and put him on that seat. What has he done after he got the power? He's now fighting their very own. Mount Kenya people have taken account of what Riggy G has been able to fight for, as assigned by the president, because the president assigned him duties in office and also in public, that this is what I expect my deputy president to do. And what they have done is put these things to retrospect. If the president is angry with the deputy president, then he should consider what the Mount Kenya people are actually have received from this government, from his government, starting from the dairy farming, coffee farming, tea farmers' plight. And once he has been able to see whether there were progress as a result of the clamor by the deputy president for the rights of the people of Mount Kenya and other farmers, like farmers in other areas, to benefit. Because if a tea farmer in Mount Kenya benefits from maybe higher tea bonuses, it's the same thing that would happen to others. So what I'm trying to say is that there is that account. Dairy farmers can boast that now they're receiving 50 shillings if they sell their milk to KCC, and 50 shillings from 27 shillings is quite a boost, you know. Coffee farmers, tea farmers today are receiving more than they had ever expected. They actually receive from 50 to around 60 shillings, various tea factories. So what I'm trying to say is that these are people who are receiving 30 shillings, 34 shillings, 26 shillings, 28 shillings. Now they've been taken up to 50 shillings. These are people who have something they can brag about, and they have hope that if much is done with a government that is sober and united and cohesive, then that government can deliver their interest.
Right.
You know? So this is why I'm saying that the deputy president has a life still in that office, because the consideration that comes.
Where's the life?
That's what I'm saying. The life is in this. It actually lies. His survival lies in the people. If you do not consider that there could be a massive exodus from the UDA party to another party, it might remain a shell party, a shell political ruling party, you know, a ruling political party, which will be like a shell. If Mount Kenya decides that we are now following this path and maybe join a certain political party, which they have options, if they do that, then that will mean that 2027 will be tricky. That is one.
You mean to have the deputy president leave and form his own party?
No. It's not about the deputy president leaving and forming. No. It's about Mount Kenya people moving. Mount Kenya people are not fruits in a basket. Mount Kenya people are not fruits in a basket, for your information. You see how independently they behave. When it comes to making their own decisions, they come on TV and they tell you that if you do this, do that for us, then
I think we need to have
what I'm trying to say is, it's not a leader who speaks for them. I wish you understand Mount Kenya politics. Mount Kenya people make decisions by themselves. As a matter of fact, Mount Kenya people drive their politicians.